Have you ever wanted something so bad that you keep going after it, even when you fail? Well, that was the case for me. I failed so many times that I was about ready to give up. I thought, geez, I am never going to be successful. In fact, it was attempt number 35 where I was finally able to land a copy from a particular collection that I've been eyeing for about 6 months. So I'm so happy to get this and I'm excited to share it with you. As a bonus, after I open up this book, there is another book that I'm going to share that's closely related. I had to go deep into my vault to get it. In fact, this book is worth even more than this one. It is a world-class copy of a world-class book. Can't wait to show it to you. It's the first time I've revealed it on YouTube. Let me dive into the backstory. In May of 2021, there was news that came out that shocked the comic book community. A new Golden Age collection had been discovered. This is the best find in at least the last 10 years. It's called the Promise Collection. Most of the books are from the mid 1940s through the early 1950s. In total, there are about 5,000 comic books. Not only is the collection big, but the quality is really nice. In fact, many of these books are 9.2, 9.4, 9.6s, and even 9.8s. These nosebleed grades, which is so unusual for the Golden Age. A little later on in the summer, Heritage Auctions began auctioning off these books. I really wanted a book from the Promise Collection, and my favorite types of books are from the late 1940s from an artist named Alex Schomburg. In that period, he was doing these airbrush covers that are absolutely beautiful. So there's 37 covers in total. If you've seen any of them, you've probably seen this book, Startling Comics number 49, which is the famous robot cover. So I was going after all of these books aggressively, kept missing over and over and over again. And y'all, I am putting in aggressive bids, but people are just more aggressive than I am. And in fact, occasionally I put a bid, I thought this is aggressive, and it would sell for 50% or even 100% more than the bids I put in. So I was just like shaking my head. I don't think I'm ever going to get this thing. And then finally, I ended up with my max bid. After attempt number 35, I finally landed this book. So without further ado, let's open up this book. All right. All right, got to the first part. Heritage Auctions always does a great job with the boxing. And there's the box within the box. Love that. All right, inner box. Let's see, there's some kind of packing slip on here. Oh, no, that's just a reminder to like this video. Okay, here you go. Here's the real deal. Again, this is bulletproof, so nice job to Heritage Auctions for the great packing. Okay, something you can already see is this label is a different color than you usually see. So the typical label is blue. This is actually gold, and that means it's a Pedigree copy. Here it is, folks. There she is. Wonder Comics number 16. I am just happier than a clam. It is such a good looking book. And it has, like I said, that gold label to it, which is absolutely beautiful. And you can see it says the Promise Collection right there. So Wonder Comics number 16 came out in February of 1948. It is an Alex Schomburg cover, airbrushed. And it's just amazing how nice this is. It's off-white to white, 9.6, tied with two others for the best copy in the world. So just looking at it, corners are just super tight. Like the back cover looks pristine. And I'm hoping this shows up in video, but the cover is just so white. Like over time, usually there's some age, and so there's some tanning in these covers. And this is about as white as you'll see for a cover from this time period. I hope I don't get some fine for PDA, but I want to go ahead and give this book a kiss because it's so nice. All right, so what's up next? I promised you that there would be a bonus book. So we've been checking out Wonder Comics number 16, an amazing book from February of 1948. I've also got another one of these airbrush books, and this is the bonus book I was telling you about. This is Startling Comics number 49 from a month earlier, from January 1948. This is considered to be a world-class book. People love this cover. In fact, it's often considered to be one of the best 10 covers of the Golden Age among the tens of thousands of covers that came out. Truly spectacular with the robot holding the lady. He's in water, and the hero, Lance Lewis, is way back there with the little pea shooter. My buddy, comic collector geek, and I often talk about what seems like the futility of the heroes in Alex Schomburg books. Not only is this a good book in its own right, but this particular copy is awesome. It's 9.4, so near mint, which makes it among the best copies in the world. And it's also a Pedigree book. It's from the White Mountain Pedigree. Now, I got this book before 2019, so it's still in the blue label, but if I were to resubmit it to CGC, it would get that gold label for the Pedigree status. I got this book quite a few years ago, back in 2015, and maybe for less than you might think. But today, this book would be really expensive. In fact, the Promise Collection had a copy of this book, which was a little bit nicer at a 9.6, and it sold for about $130,000. So I believe if this copy were to go up for auction, it would sell for between something like $50,000 to $80,000. So a really nice book. By the way, we have been talking about Pedigree. So this is the White Mountain, and you just saw the Promise Collection, and you might be interested, like, what the heck qualifies for a pedigree and what are the stories behind them? Well, in fact, I spent a lot of time creating a video. I even poured water all over my face and all over my shirt to recreate one of the most famous pedigree stories. So check out this video if you want to learn more about pedigrees. Thanks so much for hanging with me. If you like the content, consider subscribing, and I hope to see you around real soon.